So I just got back from a crazy busy kind of day. I was at the Zuri Curated Events where I met or listened to some really awesome speakers. I don't remember everybody's names, so I am looking on my Instagram to remind myself of everyone I met. There was a girl named Katie who was really awesome. She talked about her blog, the Girl Talk event that she started, which some of my students actually at the school I was at last year went to, which was really cool. So that was kind of nice to have that kind of to hear about things that I had already heard of through school. And then there was Zena Musa, who had organized it. Zena Musa was the one who organized the event, and she was pretty cool. I didn't get a chance to talk to her as much as I wanted to. And then there was Zahra, who is a fitness personal trainer, runs a lot of boot camps, things like that. And she was really awesome too, very inspiring. Everybody was actually super inspiring. There was a girl named Mel, who was a fashion blogger. She did vlogging, a whole bunch of other things as well. Really also very inspiring as well. And Huda Alvi, who I met. I think she did know one of my friends. So the three of us spoke together, and she was super inspiring as well. It's clearly the theme of the thing I said like 3 times or 4 times, but it's true. Everybody that we met was really very inspirational. She had gone through so many things in her personal life and had started her own company, she's a wife, has kids, things like that. All of her story was really, really interesting. This vlogging is actually really hard. I feel like I'm like saying every 5 seconds, and I'm very aware of the ums. But she was really interesting, and her story was very emotional as well. While she was speaking, even to the crowd, you could tell that it was something that still pains her to this day, and it was very. I always love hearing from women, and love hearing their stories, love hearing how much they've had personal growth, how much they've changed, how many their struggles, because then you learn that your struggles, the struggles that you're going through, the day-to-day, that kind of stuff, isn't as bad as you'd imagine, and that if people can go through some really not epic, but hard things in their lives, you know that you're not alone and that you can get through things as well. So her story was definitely very, very interesting to hear as well. And yes, those were all of them. Oh, and then there was Shahid, the girl who runs Black Orchid. She was really cool too. She was so young, and she started this business at the age of 20. And again, she was just sharing her story of how she got to where she was, how everything was a struggle. All of these women all said that they went through and had different struggles of their own, and they were using different forms of media and different platforms to kind of share whatever inspired them, or whatever they were really good at, and whatever they really liked. They found a way to kind of make a product of it, make a brand of it, and produce it to the world. But at the same time, sometimes their brand is a little different than their personal lives, and to find that happy medium where you can, you can share your lives, but not too much so that, not too much either. I mean, you want to share your lives, but to make really bad at this. But they're sharing their lives and opening up, their world to people, and it's kind of to be able to find that nice medium where it's not, you're not giving away too much of your life, but also being open to being open. Some of their stories that they've had were very life-changing, so it's tough to kind of share those stories with people, and I totally understand that. These women also, talked about their failures, talked about things that they tried, they maybe didn't make or get to do, and then, you know, had to start up again. They took chances, they took risks. They, you know, they tried something that, you know, they had steady jobs, some of them, and they decided to leave those for pursuing their own passions or their side hustle as a full-time thing, which is really scary because, you know, it's like you're going from having a full-time job and having money, financial support, and to go to something that isn't providing you all the money that you need, or you're putting in as much money as you are taking or getting from it. So that can be very draining on your finances and your resources. So it was very interesting to see that kind of thing, especially having visited the blog and trying to, you know, start YouTube stuff. It's not easy, and it's nice to know that there are people that have gone through it that can provide inspiration and can kind of help you out and give you some direction as where to go and how to get to where you want to go and where your long-term goals are. A lot of them said just to, you know, go out there, do it, and try it. And the first step is always to actually go and just go out and do what you need to. It's one thing to have the idea, one thing to have the passion, one thing to have the want to do it, but actually putting that big first step is to actually go and doing it. Having goals, setting goals for yourself, making time for your family as well, and your family and friends, and your social life as much as you dedicate to your brand and your work and your career, which again is something that you know, women do have to think about a lot, which is something that is brought up a lot at these kind of events. So that was kind of interesting to see those perspectives as well. And yeah, some of them, like I said, some of the speakers there married, had children. Some of them were a lot younger, but again, I was inspired by all of them, and definitely gave me some food for thought, and definitely has kind of given me the little push that I need to get this stuff started and these vlogs kind of going. So this was the first one. It's kind of just haphazard, kind of last minute thing. I had makeup on, so I was like, nice with it out of the way. I did one this morning that was about like 30-40 minutes long about me putting my makeup on and just chatting away and doing random stuff. So if anybody really wants to see that, I'll post it. But yeah, this was the first one, and as you can tell, I moved to the disaster zone. The nicer part of my room is on the other side. I've got I took down all my posters and all that stuff, but I have my paintings and my memorabilia stuff on that side, all my books are on that side. But this is the side you're missing today because I'm too busy to move it over there. But anyways, that's all I wanted to share, and hopefully I can keep doing these little vlogs, and we'll see how it goes forward. But please have a good night and have a great week for the rest of enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Peace out. Much love. I don't even know what anything is going to be. Maybe after free but peace. I guess on my vlogs I say lots of love, so lots of love. And hashtag Zuri Curated Events.